I feel like something happened the other day that is pretty could have happened to me on my trip to Mid-Ohio last week. Last week I took that trip down to Mid-Ohio for the Honda 200 IndyCar race. And when I got down there, I mentioned the hotel I stayed in was, well, a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Little suspect, a little janky, almost a no-tell motel vibe almost, a little bit. But what I witnessed, or the hotel I was at, I didn't feel scared or uncomfortable or anything, even though that lock that I had a twist tie on the chain link instead of an actual chain link to close the thing. So maybe I wasn't safe, but I didn't feel particularly unsafe. Now, I would recommend not visiting this Micro-Tel in Rochester, because if you guys talk about scary videos, if you thought that airplane thing was scary, that guy freaking out trying to open the door. Imagine you're just checking into a hotel. And I know there's probably more to this situation with this woman and why she's checking into this hotel. If you kind of read between the lines here. But what happens next is absolutely insane. And the audio, they had put some Drake song behind the audio. So I just changed the audio and put some weird spooky ass music behind it, because this is what is happening is just absolutely, if you're a woman and you do anything where you're on your own, where you travel or go anywhere by yourself, ladies, you got to be strapped at this point. There's so many fucking crazy people out there. What do you see what happens to this woman? And again, I'm sure there's more to why this is happening. I'm sure there's probably some sort of association between these individuals. But watch this. This is crazy. So this woman, she's at the kiosk trying to check in. And literally this woman just starts grabbing her by her hair, yanking her out. She tries to run into this little lobby area. And then she proceeds to keep yanking her through a doorway. Looked like she yelled out the other door to get some help from somebody else. Now just full on slaps her head and grabs her hair. Is pulling her through the doors by her hair like a fucking cartoon caveman. This poor woman on the ground is trying to hang on for dear life. Then some other guy just comes along and scoops her up off the ground. So these two people just kidnapped this woman who, it looks like she's barefoot. I don't know if she lost her shoes in the scuffle or if she was already barefoot when she got there. But yeah, she's checking in, and the guy behind the counter, what? How do you just stand there and not get involved in this? You call 911 immediately and then hop the counter and then stop this from happening. I mean, what the fuck? How do you just sit and let this happen? She tries to hang on for dear life on the check-in little sheet thing. And this lady just is grabbing her and dragging her. It's absolutely insane. So I believe now that these people have been caught, thankfully. The good news is they got these two wackos and got them off the street. I think, hold on one sec. Let me pull up the news story for it, because I just had it here a second ago. Hold on one sec. Hang on one sec. So let me cut back to me. We'll shut that off. Let me grab this phone call while I pull up this news story. Scrooge McDickhead, you're on another dumb show. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up? Well, real quick, I don't know if you were checking the chat, but those two people in that video, those are her pimps.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I kept kind of saying there. I have a feeling there's some sort of association there. Do you?
Yeah,
now,
and honestly, for Rochester, that's really pretty. It seems pretty run of the mill, honestly, being from the area and all the stories that come out of there. It's pretty run of the mill, to be honest with you.
I've been to Rochester and I've seen my fair share of kind of craziness while I've been
Well,
there.
like,
But
locally there are stories of shootings and stabbings coming out either, if not every day, every other day, or every week. There is at least
I would
one,
say,
two, three stories.
Scrooge, I would argue that's happening everywhere. That just happened here in Cleveland too. Like, I think 7 people got killed over July 4th weekend or something crazy like that. So the crime is just out. Yeah, the crime's out of control over the country. And I'm, you know me, I'm not like a huge, you know, arm the cops kind of guy. I was actually kind of all for reducing cops. But what a dipshit dumbass I was, because look at what's happening around the world, around our country, with fewer and fewer police officers. Like right now in Cleveland, they're begging people to sign up to be cops because they don't have enough police.
I wouldn't say, to me, I obviously have a different opinion than other people when it comes to cops. If not reform, not like defund the police, but something needs. I view them as like a necessary evil, because like in these instances, yes, we need them. Right?
Certainly, I agree. No,
but like something's.
I totally agree with you. They're a necessary evil. And again, I was one of the first people when a cop does something wrong, I'll be one of the first people to point it out. Trust me, I really am, and because I have ODD, I have oppositional defiance disorder, so I just don't like authority as it is, and I don't like being told what to do. So I just have a natural kind of fight with cops, or kind of problem with them, because their whole job is telling people what to do, which I can't even wrap my head around. I have a problem doing that as a parent. I understand I have to do it, but I just don't like telling people what to do. I'm not interested in it. I hate it. All right, Scrooge. I do appreciate you calling in. Nothing makes me happier than when you guys call in about stuff that I'm talking about. Literally, nothing makes me happy. Going back to that video that we just played, the 2 people that kidnapped their own prostitute, basically, they are charged with kidnapping and second-degree assault. Kidnapping in the second degree and assault in the second degree. How is that not first degree for both of those? Just because they knew her? Apparently they said the woman was being sex trafficked at the Micro-Tel. And oftentimes we talk about prostitution as victimless crime. But it really isn't. This woman was definitely a victim, and ultimately the victim was in great physical peril due to what was going on. So yeah, I imagine that when that guy took her back to the car, he probably beat the shit out of her. I mean, if just stereotypical pimp shit. And it's just crazy that somebody said in the chat, I think, said that they thought it was the hotel guy, the guy running the show, like not the guy running the show, the fuck is it called? The hotel attendant, the cashier, or whatever the fuck he was. He was in on it because he didn't do anything. He held off on calling the police there. So that'll be interesting to find out if he actually was involved at all. And if so, they fucking lock that fucker up too, because that would be so fucking shady if he's like running that place and knows what's going on and taking like a cut off of whatever, with the hookers, knowing what's going on here and all this shit. And so he just kind of turns his head. Meanwhile, this lady's getting dragged out by her fucking hair and beating the shit out of. So, well, Mikey, you're on Another Dumb Show. What's up, dude?
The night auditor was definitely in on it.
You think so?
Dude, I used to work at a hotel and be a night auditor. I used to lease the rooms out to pimps and hoes all the time. All the out-of-order rooms, just take cash for them. The bathroom didn't work or whatever, just throw them in there.
Oh, my God. You literally did that?
Steady income.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Without a doubt. I worked at a hotel for like 3 years.
Oh, my God. And you did that frequently or just like 1 or 2 times?
Every Friday and Saturday night I was working.
Really? And you would just kind of turn, so you weren't turning your head.
I don't know what was going on in them rooms. You know how many times they destroyed them rooms? And I'd be like, I don't know, somebody must have broke in.
And meanwhile, you had just given them the key and like this is probably obviously before security cameras or something. How were you?
I was meeting them outside in the parking lot. I would kick them out the hotel at the front desk and make it look real good for the cameras, and then I go meet them around back where there was no cameras.
Oh, nice move, man. How much money do you think you made doing that? Couple G's?
$300 to $500 a night.
Oh my God, that's awful, and that probably went right up your nose, huh?
That's when I was using those candies. So that money, as soon as it was, I already owed that money every time. And the best part about it was all the guys that were turning the rooms over were usually guys that I could cop from too. So if they didn't have cash to give me for that night, they hit me off with a couple balls or a couple teeners.
That was actually, wow. No wonder you got involved. Wow, that's crazy, Mike. I can't believe that's a new story I haven't heard from you right there. Dave Whitehart said Mikey making himself an accessory to a felony.
Auditor was for sure in on it. He didn't know what to do.
Oh man! Well, you're reminding me of the guy from American Gladiators documentary who was just so brazen and braggadocious about becoming a coyote. You remind me of him. You're just like, hey, guess what I did? I assisted in human trafficking. No, oh, Mikey. Hey,
probably
we do crazy things when we're back in our partying days, but I'm sure you make your penance from there. That you'll figure it out.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, definitely had to chime in with that real quick.